From armpit tweezers to skin scrapers, let's check out the wild world of Roman grooming. Get ready to travel back in time over 1,500 years to explore the beauty secrets of the Romans, whose grooming habits have left a lasting impression on history, even influencing practices far beyond their empire. So, what kind of grooming tools did the Romans leave behind? Let's start with some exciting finds that archaeologists have uncovered in Britain. We're talking about ancient toiletry sets, more than 50 tweezers, and most recently, a nail cleaner from Gloucestershire, dating back over 1,500 years. These artifacts offer us a glimpse into the meticulous grooming habits of Romans when Britain was part of the vast Roman Empire. The Roman presence in Britain began with an invasion in 43 AD and lasted until the 5th century. This period saw a significant infusion of Roman culture into Britain, with one of their most notable exports being bathhouses and grooming habits. Cameron Moffat, a curator at English Heritage, tells us that, and I quote, "It is these enormous municipal public baths that take these practices with them as they spread across the empire." Interesting fact, tweezers, which Romans used to pluck unwanted body hair, didn't exist in Britain before the Romans arrived. Once the Romans set foot in Britain, tweezers were everywhere. These and other grooming tools provide a painful peek into how Roman grooming habits spread with the expansion of their empire after its founding in 27 BC. While tweezers are familiar to us today, some tools like strigils, the bronze instruments used to scrape the skin, might seem a bit more peculiar. Let's talk nail care. The Romans were quite meticulous about it. They could clean and trim their nails at home, at the public baths, or, if they were men, at a barber shop. The Roman poet Horace, who lived during the 1st century BC, mentioned, and I quote, "a close-shaven man, it's said, in an empty barber's booth, penknife in hand, quietly cleaning his nails." In the bustling city of Rome, people likely used knives or shears for their nails. However, the nail cleaner unearthed in Gloucestershire is quite specific in that part of Britain. Alex Thompson, a project manager at Oxford Cotswold Archaeology, notes that this V-shaped nail cleaner, which could also serve as a file, only appears at Roman-era sites in Britain. Why, you ask? No one really knows. But Cameron Moffat adds, and I quote, "It was something that was developed in Britain, and so you simply do not get them on the continent." Now, let's move on to body hair removal, a grooming fad that was quite popular among wealthy Roman elites. Both men and women used tweezers to pluck out unwanted hairs. Can you imagine plucking them one by one? Ouch! Sometimes doing it themselves or having an attendant or enslaved person to do it for them at home or in public baths. But not everyone was a fan of this trend. The philosopher Seneca, who lived in Rome during the 1st century AD, had a lot to say about the noisy bathhouses. In a letter, he complained, and I quote, "Besides those who just have loud voices, imagine the skinny armpit hair plucker whose cries are shrill so as to draw people's attention and never stop except when he's doing his job and making someone else shriek for him." Jerry Toner, director of studies in classics at Churchill College, explains that Seneca was likely exaggerating to make a point about his disdain for the luxury and leisure of contemporary Romans. But make no mistake, friends, body hair plucking was quite common. And now on to skin scraping. The strigil was a cleaning tool, often made of bronze, that the Romans borrowed from the Greeks. At public baths, Romans, both men and women, would cover their bodies with oil and then scrape it off with a strigil, along with any dirt and sweat. This routine often followed exercise in the bath complex's open courtyards to build up a good sweat. Archaeologists have discovered toiletry sets where strigils are connected to oil containers. Strigils have even been found in graves in Rome and Bulgaria, where the eastern borders of the Roman Empire extended. One fascinating find is a 3rd century AD Bulgarian grave containing a unique vessel shaped like a man's head, which might have been used to carry oil for a strigil. While it's unclear why strigils end up in graves, there's a known association between strigils and athleticism, as athletes used them after exercising. This is why archaeologists nicknamed a 4th century BC grave in Rome containing 4 bodies and 2 strigils the Tomb of the Athlete. Lastly, let's talk ear cleaning. Are you nervous about putting Q-tips in your ears? Well, you should be, but anyway. Well, the Romans had it even tougher. Archaeologists have found many tools known as ear picks or ear scoops, used to clean wax out of their ears. This tool had a pick on one side and a tiny spoon or scoop on the other, made of bronze, bone, or even glass. These ear picks could have been multi-use tools. Moffat suggests that Romans might have also used them to scoop out oil and perfume from small bottles. Often these Roman grooming tools, tweezers, nail cleaners, and ear picks or scoops, were found connected together like a ring of keys, the perfect accessory for a Roman person on the go. And there you have it, my friends, the wild and sometimes painful world of ancient Roman grooming. I hope you enjoyed this trip back in time and learned something new about the meticulous grooming habits of the Romans. Just a friendly reminder to follow us across social media, and don't forget to rate and review the show. You'll find the links in the show notes. With all that being said, don't forget to stay hydrated, wear your sunscreen, and be safe, my love buckets. You'll hear from me real soon. Bye!
Make it clap, clap, clap. Make it clap, clap. Make it clap, clap. Make it clap, clap.